In this video, I am going to tell you all about your source cards and note card assignment. So note cards and source cards have been the kind of go-to method of organizing research since, I think, forever. This is how I did it, but I used 3x5 index cards. This is how I did it my freshman year of high school when I wrote a research paper on Aboriginal religions in Australia. I went to the library, I got books, and I organized all my research on note cards. And then that's how I did it in college when I had to write a research paper my freshman year. So note cards have been a go-to for a pretty long time. This assignment is tweaked, though, as I've made them digital. So you're going to have source cards that are digital and note cards that are digital. So let me walk you through it. So for this assignment, if you remember, you need to find a minimum of 5 credible sources, which means you will have 5 source cards. And then you're going to be actually recording your research here. This is where you take your notes. This is where you record your summaries, your paraphrases, your direct quotes, and just your general note information from your research, okay? You need at least 25 note cards with your quotes, paraphrases, summaries, and your notes from your sources. So an easy way to organize this would be to have 5 note cards per source card, but of course you can have more or less if you need them. So in a research paper, you should only have about 15% directly quoted material. That means from all of your sources, if you take direct quotes, only 15% of your entire paper should end up being direct quotes. So you need to have way more paraphrases and summaries from your research than direct quotes. So my recommendation is that out of your 25 note cards, only 4 to 5 of them are direct quotes. All right. I know the math doesn't work out perfectly, and I'm not going to be like super hard about this 15% number, but this is just to kind of force you to record more paraphrases and summaries in your notes. Okay. Oh, and this, I don't know why this is still here. You will probably use all of these slides. You can add more if you need to. So let me walk you through this. So this is going to be posted in Canvas, and you are going to open it up and make a copy. So you will have a slide deck that looks exactly like this. The first thing you'll do is change your name. You'll write your name here. This is a quick little review on the difference between a quote, a paraphrase, and a summary. This gives you a great example of the differences between the 3. So this can just be a quick little go back if you need to review that skill as you're working through this. Okay, so let's first start out with a source card. So for each of your 5 sources, you need a source card. Okay, the source card is where you will record your works cited entry. All right, so let me walk you through this. Use a citation generator, or you can review my video that walks you through how to create a works cited entry. But for this example, click on this, and I'm going to show you how to use a citation generator. I like the Scribber one, kind of up to you what you use, just make sure it's credible. So we are going to pretend that, where'd my source go? Okay, so we're going to pretend that I am researching Judaism, and I have found an awesome source here in the Encyclopedia Britannica. I've done the crap test. It was last updated barely a month ago. With some recent news, it has some authors, and I've confirmed that they are legit. So I'm going to go ahead and use this source for some of my background research, okay? So with a citation generator like Scribber, you simply have to, oops, let me bump this up a little bit so you can see what I'm doing here. You simply have to copy and paste the URL into this thing here. So make sure you are using an MLA citation generator. You are writing your paper in MLA format, not APA or Chicago, you are doing MLA. So make sure your citation generator says MLA. Copy and just click Cite. This one looks like it has all of the information it needs, and you can see right here is a beautiful citation. This also is going to give you the parenthetical, or what we sometimes refer to as the in-text citation. All right, so what you're going to do is copy this over to your source card. You can see that I already have it copied right here. And I also am giving you a space to copy your in-text citation. Okay, this is going to make the actual writing of your paper just go a lot faster. You'll be able to throw these over onto your works cited page, and anytime you are using a note from this source, you already have your in-text citation ready to go. Okay, so that is all you need for a source card. Now, any note for source 1 is going to be in blue. Okay, so let me show you an example note card. So at the top of the note card, you want to give yourself a little blurb, just like, what is this card about? Remember all those topics that you're researching, the origins and the history of the religion. You're researching beliefs and practices of the religion. So here, this is actually a belief. This is telling me something that is believed in Judaism. Okay, so here you are going to be deciding, okay, am I going to be recording a quote, a direct quote that word for word I am going to include in my paper? Are you going to be doing a paraphrase, which is essentially a passage that is rephrased in your own words, but it includes all of the ideas and a citation? Or are you going to be doing a summary, which is like, this is the main idea, and I'm going to rewrite it all in my own words, but it's kind of usually a lot shorter, but it also has a citation. So this is a quote, so you can go ahead and highlight that it's a quote. Oops, I missed the E. Okay, and then since this is a quote, I copied it word for word from the source. Okay, I put it in quotes, and then I included my in-text citation, which I already have on my source card. Okay, so one God, the creator of the world, has freely elected the Jewish people for a unique covenantal relationship with himself. That is a quote I want to include in my paper. I have the citation. There is my note card. Okay. Since you are going to be citing summaries and paraphrases, even a summary or paraphrase should have an in-text citation. Okay. So those are your two samples. You've got a sample source card and a sample note card. If you look over here on the left, I have all of this set up for you, ready to go for 5 sources. Okay. Your first source is going to be green. You'll include your works cited entry and your in-text citation. And then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 note cards. Then you have source number 2. That's going to be pink. You will include your works cited entry, your in-text citation, and then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 note cards. If you need like another 2 note cards from source number 2, just copy and paste more note cards, okay, for that source, right? I have that set up for 5 different sources. So you've got green, pink, yellow, blue, and purple. All right. If you add more sources, let's say you actually use 7 sources, just copy and paste the source card, change the color. That's just a way to help you stay organized. Okay. All right. That is it for this assignment. By the due date, you need to have, again, 5 source cards, 25 note cards. You should only have about 4 direct quotes. The rest should all be just your general notes, paraphrases, or summaries from your sources. And this is going to really help you get like a jump start on not only your outline, but also organizing your paper and then writing your paper. Okay? If you have questions.